Good morning on day 2. It is cold outside. Maybe because it's winter. But it is about 20 degrees now. I think it dropped a little bit from that clip of the thermometer, but this is that time of day when it's usually the coldest, like right when the sun is rising. It is still dark, but you could see that sunrise in the distance. I think it's going to be dark for another 30 or 40 minutes. Then it should be light enough to see. Getting the body moving here so it can warm up. It's not that bad. It was just chilly during the night, and then I realized I had a little condensation on the inside. Had pretty much all my layers on except for bottom base layer, and my legs were a little chilly, so I should have probably put that on, but that's okay. It wasn't that bad, just a little uncomfortable. And I think mainly because I was having trouble sleeping at first, probably because all the adrenaline from a big day of pushing and, then being chilly. Besides, I got up and peed like 4 times. So that was definitely something that made me a little chillier as well. But getting the day started here, and going to push about 20 miles a day. Walking right towards that sunrise right now. You ever just had something pop in your head that you might have said earlier and you're like, did I say that right? I'm having one of those moments now. I feel like earlier in that video clip I called it a sunset. If I did, it's a sunrise, not a sunset. About 6:45 in the mornings when I started out today. It's a little bit earlier than yesterday. I wanted to get going a little earlier, but that cold weather kept me in a sleeping bag for a while. But I cut the clip short on the last one because all of a sudden I ran into 2 tents, like right off the trail. And you're not supposed to do that. But apparently these 2 tents got tired at night and just decided to plop right there. So I had to shut the camera off real quick because I didn't want to disturb them, because not everybody gets up as early as Fortune does to get the day started. So anyway, I ended it with 20 miles that I was talking about that I'm going to do. It's actually about 24 to Neal's Gap. And if I might stop short somewhere. 24 is where I would like to get, though, because there is a store there and I could get some resupply. I don't need much, but I need a couple snacks. I definitely ate through my snacks at the lodge the first night and then yesterday. So I don't really have any snacks like, donuts and sweet things, and have a couple miniature power protein bars, whatever, and I'm not a big fan of those, so I don't like to eat those every single day. So just need to get a couple things, but it's not obviously an emergency or anything, so I have plenty of food. So I'm hoping to get there today, though, just because I'd like to do 20 to 25 every day. That's what I like to do. So, but depending on time, depending on, the trail and everything, I might stop a little bit short and just cross Blood Mountain tomorrow. Or maybe I'll sleep on top of Blood Mountain. Might do that as well. I don't know. I make it up as I go. But it's going to be a good day nonetheless. I can't believe it. I am already starting to get warm, and I'm going downhill, and it's 20 degrees. So I know it's going to warm up to 50 today or so. So it's going to be a nice day. As you can see, already super clear up in the sky, which is why it was so cold at night. It's going to be a beautiful day. All right, let's get it going. So I'm climbing right now, pretty steep incline, and I remember this particular one really well from last year, because I'm not really paying a bunch of attention unless it's shown on my navigation tool, which is called Far Out, for those who are new to the channel. And I always look for the peaks and the summits so I can bag them. This one wasn't listed on there, and I'm just chugging along, and all of a sudden, I feel like I'm climbing straight up in the air. But it's not a whole lot of elevation, not a real big one, but it's steep. And I remember that I made a comment about it on my YouTube video that day, and somebody told me in the comments what mountain it was, and then some of the locals told me the same thing. And that's what I'm on right now. I remember this was the first time in my life that I heard my heartbeat. It was just pounding and pounding. And then all of a sudden I heard boom, boom. I'm like, how in the world am I hearing this? It's like vibrating my rib cage. What's going on? So I decided at that moment to stop for a second, get a drink of water, and then start going again. I never rest long. Usually I take advantage of a rest and get a drink of water if I'm getting a little out of breath or whatnot. But Sassafras Mountain, that's what I'm on right now. Gonna be putting that in the bag real soon. Nice push. First thing in the morning, only about 800 feet of elevation. But there'll probably be some really nice views around here somewhere. I don't know about really nice. Still might be partial coverage with the trees, but clear day, and that sunrise is beautiful with the mountains in the distance. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Absolutely beautiful. So I was wrong. The one I was on wasn't Sassafras. I don't really know what that one was. It's a small little mountain or hill. Because I climbed up, climbed down, now I'm climbing up again. And then I climbed down again, and then I'm on Sassafras. So I don't know why I was thinking it was all one big mountain here, or little mountain, however you want to say it. But yeah, they're just small ones, so up and down, but the third one is Sassafras, I believe. And if somebody from the local area wants to correct me, feel free to. But they're all pretty steep. These little tiny ones are always steep for some reason. Good workout first thing in the morning. So continuing on. And also, I know we're out in the mountains, we're out in nature, having a good old time, being one with nature. And every once in a while, you have to have a business meeting. I get it. It happens to me too. But for the love of God, if you're going to have a business meeting out in the trails, dig a dang hole. Nobody wants to see your toilet paper with your poop stains floating around on the trail. This public service announcement brought to you by Fortune. There's Sassafras. I know it doesn't do it justice on the video. You can see how steep it is. It's not a lot of feet of elevation, but it's a workout. I remember that much. Just came down from this one. Almost same thing. They're very similar up and down. You can see how steep that is coming down. Maybe you can. So, those of you who are coming onto the AT and have never done it, I'm going to tell you right now, they say you start at Springer. The Appalachian Trail pretty much starts at the Hawk Mountain Shelter. Because between Springer and that, it is kind of cruisy. You have obviously some elevation. I think it was about 1,000 or 1,500 feet in 8 miles, not much, because you obviously are coming down Springer to start that. But this is where it really starts, in my opinion, because you go up a mountain, down a mountain, up a mountain, down a mountain, up a mountain, down a mountain, and that's what you're going to be doing for the next 22 miles. It is glorious to be able to put these mountains in a bag, one by one, one by one. Sassafras Mountain is still a mean old mountain. But the meaner they are, the more I like them. Because it's all the much better when I'm standing on top of them. And Sassafras Mountain is in the bag. So I've actually changed my plans, which if you know me at all, I don't make plans. I have ideas, and then I have other ideas, and then I have other ideas until I decide, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Well, I have decided what I'm going to do. I said I might stop short. I'm definitely stopping short. I'm actually stopping quite a bit short of where I was thinking about going, but that's okay. I'm actually going to go stop and see Lucky at Above the Clouds Hostel. He has a whole room there for resupply for food, and then he also makes breakfast for any hikers that's there in the morning. So if you know anything about me, you know that the biggest number one thing that makes my decisions for me is food. I really need to get a couple sweet things, because I eat those in the morning to kind of get me going with all the calories that I burn, which is a lot of calories, like 6,000 a day. Won't be 6,000 today, though, I'll tell you that. So I'm going to stop at Woody Gap. He's going to come pick me up, and I'm going to resupply on those snacks that I need, and get a nice warm high protein breakfast in the morning before going over Blood Mountain and beyond. I'll have most likely a 20 to 25 mile day tomorrow, but definitely stopping short today. I think it'll be about 13 miles that I go by the end, and that's a short day for me, but I'll get there like 1 or 2 in the afternoon and have all day to upload videos and do what take a hot shower, of course. Maybe air out the tent, dry it out, because it did have some condensation on it, and get some nice warm food in me, and get some good rest, and head out bright and early in the morning. Video's obviously not done for today. Got quite a ways to go before I'm there anyway, and going to have some more summits here and some good views, but thought I'd let you in on that little secret. That definitely want to go see Lucky. It was one of my favorite hostels last year when I was here, so very hospitable, and definitely take care of their people. And if you're coming to do a through hike, definitely keep them in mind, because they will go to like 3 different gaps to pick people up. Woody Gap is being the last one, so I go as far as I can before having to pick me up, but they'll come to the couple before that as well to pick you up if you need be, because obviously for most people coming out here on the first time, it's a little harder than what they thought it was going to be, and they can't get quite the miles that they thought they were going to, so they'll definitely come pick you up and give you that rest day. But that's the plan. The plan that most likely and definitely will happen today is I'll be going to Above the Clouds. So I'll show you that hostel when I get there, and the views before, and still going to be an epic day. And to add to that, in case you're wondering, well, why don't you have enough snacks? Why don't you have enough sweet food, Fortune? Well, that's because I ate some of it at the lodge when I first got into town. And I thought that I was going to be eating that, and then in the morning be able to stop in the little shop they have there in the lodge and replenish that. Well, that shop wasn't open by the time I left, and I wasn't going to wait around for a few hours to get some donuts or some sweet, I don't know, cinnamon rolls or whatever I was going to add to that, granola bar, Snickers bars, whatever. So I thought, I only got about 50 miles to Neil's Gap. I'll do that within, a couple days and be able to resupply there. And then I ate the rest of it yesterday. So I'm like, either I rush through Neil's Gap today or I stop early. And I really wanted to stop it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite hostels and see Lucky. So that's what I decided to do. And I get that food a little earlier and have my snacks resupplied. I got plenty of food for dinners and such. I just didn't have enough for snacks, I guess. Didn't think that one through all the way, because I didn't think I would be as hungry as I was the first couple days, even though I've done this a couple times, and I should know my hiker hunger never goes away. So that's the plan. Looking forward to seeing him, looking forward to eating some good food and taking a nice warm shower. It's still cold out, but not as cold as it was this morning and last night. Trees forever. Justice Creek, running good, lots of water. I just had to cross this, and it wasn't really any place that made me feel super safe. I wasn't going to walk across this log here. That's not my style. They have these stepping stones, but as you can see, some is submerged, and then you have a pointed one, and like that first one after the branch there was moving around. So I didn't want to take a chance. I didn't want to fall in the water and get cold. So I'm like, you know what? Just take the shoes and socks off and wade across it. So I waded across it. Found the most shallow part, which is right here, only about ankle high, no big deal. But the only part I was a little worried about was obviously it's winter. So I didn't know how cold that water would hurt after I got into it. But it's great to be in the south, I'll tell you that, because it's winter and it was 20 degrees last night, but that water was still pretty warm. Okay, not warm, but mild compared to a lot. You know, you go up north, especially in the PNW and New England, you cross some of those water even in the summer, and it still feels like it's freezing your feet instantly. So it was really nice and cool. Felt good on the feet, you know, take some swelling down real quick and so forth. So going to continue on, going up there, and continue on probably another 4 or 5 miles before I meet up with Lucky for the Above the Clouds hostel. It's a beautiful day today. Moving at a slower pace than I usually do today. Normally right around 2.7 miles an hour, sometimes 2.6, sometimes 2.8, sometimes quite a bit more, sometimes a little less, and today is one of those. Then about a half a mile an hour less by design. The last couple, I mean, I started off, you know, in that average, you know, kind of cranking it up and down the mountains, but nothing too strenuous. I wasn't pushing too hard or anything, but for some reason, the last couple miles, I've been quite nauseous. Queasy is a better word, probably. So I've gotten sick on the trail before, and that's not fun. So I try my best to never do that again. So just kind of taking my time. I'll still get to Woody Gap by 1 or 2, and have plenty of time to rest and still be able to meet him, and you know, when I thought I would. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Just kind of taking my time, walking this last couple miles here to get to the gap and get some rest and get some food in me. I can tell by my urine color right now that I am probably a little dehydrated. Drinking plenty of water, but I haven't taken any electrolytes yet today, so need to do that when I stop. Just ate a couple combos for a snack. I didn't want to eat too much, but wanted to put a little something more in my belly. I have eaten today, just not enough for what I should have, but it was too cold earlier. And now that it's warm, it's like I'm getting close to where I'm going, so just going to keep going. It's a beautiful day. About 50 degrees out here right now, I'd say. So enjoying it, and I'm going to keep enjoying these next couple miles. Listen to this. complete quiet and peace. You could hear a nightcrawler burp right now. I love it. Standing on the top of the summit of Ramrock Mountain. You gotta love that name. Has almost a death metal or heavy metal sound to it. Look at those views out there. And Ramrock Mountain is in the bag. Here at the Above the Clouds hostel. There's a couple bunks here. They have some slack packs for people. I don't slack pack, so I won't be using those. A couple more here and there. Then we go to the back room. Here's a sink. There's Fortune. Hi. Washer dryer. Got the bathroom there, got another bathroom here, and a couple more bunks. I am going to be sleeping here. But you know, I can change my mind and sleep in any one I want, because as of right now, I am the first thru-hiker at Above the Clouds Hostel for 2024. That was pretty cool to me. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool. So I'll just give you a quick tour here through the house, where the hostel is. These are all the bunks. Little closet there, some more slack packs. Cool building out here, out back.
But I don't do nears. I don't do nears.
See the dining room and kitchen. Say hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, you said say hi, everyone.
This
hi,
is Lucky.
Everyone.
That's Lucky. What's your name?
Hi,
I'm sorry.
Ice Ager.
Alrighty.
Coyote.
Coyote. He thru-hiked last year and is thru-hiking again this year.
Rock and roll, baby.
Cool. So here's cool community, living room, nice fireplace. I might have to play that a little later. Nice little massage thing. When I was here last year, there was about 10 people here. I never even got a chance to do that thing because there were so many other people, which is weird because it was the 15th or 16th of February. But really cool place. Definitely come check it out. All right, I'll show you a little bit more later. Gonna have some grilled food tonight, some breakfast in the morning, head back to the trail, take down Blood Mountain and beyond. Everybody have a good night if I don't see you, or if you don't see me anymore during this clip. And I'll see you tomorrow. But I have a funny feeling you'll see me again. This cat came to say hello to me. I don't even know who this cat is. But just jumped right up here on my little bunk and said, "Hey, Fortune, what's up?" Didn't tell me his name or anything, though.